constraint-based sketching in Discovery SpaceClaim 2020 R2. You will notice if you've downloaded the new release that you now have a sketch tab in your tabs along the top. Previously, your sketch tools would have been in the design tab on the left-hand side. Now, if we click the sketch mode, we'll notice that our traditional sketch tools are all here still, but we also have what we call constraints, constraint-based sketching tools available to us as well. So just to give a very 2-second overview of how this works, if I just draw 4 lines, we can then add constraints to these lines. Obviously the constraints available to us are these ones here. A typical example would be to add a parallel constraint. Let's say I want these 2 lines to be parallel. So now those 2 lines are now parallel, and I might want to make these 2 parallel also. And you can see the changes appear. We can also add dimensions to our sketches, and we can change the dimensions to suit. So I might want that one to be 50 and this to be 100. So we can change our sketches by the dimension feature as well. However, in previous releases of SpaceClaim, if you end your sketch or you go into a 3D mode such as pull, we would get a surface, which we still do. If we wanted to go back and modify the surface or the sketch, we would click on the surface, as long as it's a planar surface, and we'd go back into a sketch mode. And we would usually see the curves appear. With sketch-based constraints enabled, this doesn't happen. So 2 options. You can still reference these curves. This is all referenceable. If you want to make add-on sketches and things, you can still do that. You can still reference them, and you can obviously make things planar and parallel and tangent, etc. But these don't turn into curves. If you did want to turn them into curves, there's 2 options. You can obviously project a sketch, and you can extract the curves back off the surface, or you can turn off constraint-based sketching. So if you would like to turn off constraint-based sketching, you go to File, SpaceClaim Options, Advanced along the left-hand side, and then untick Enable Constraint-based sketching. Once you've unticked that, you will need to close down your SpaceClaim and reopen it, and then you will notice that all your sketch tools will appear in the Design tab as they have before. And when clicking on a surface, it will take you back to curves. If you have any questions on this video, please don't hesitate to get in touch.